Okay, let's make a hat. We're going to wing this one, which means I don't have a pattern written up. We're going to use the herringbone half double crochet stitch, and to start off I'm going to make my magic circle because we're going to work this one from the top down to the bottom. So let's go. Okay, so there's my magic circle, adjustable loop, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put 6 herringbone half double crochets inside. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you might want to put a stitch marker in. I believe I have stitch markers here. Just like that, I mark it. We're going to want to make it in continuous spiral so we don't have any seams showing through. You can kind of pull this a bit tighter if you want to. And now we have 6 stitches. On the second round we're going to increase. We're going to double each stitch, so we'll have a count of 12. So 2 per stitch. Here we go. 1, 2 in the first stitch. Then we'll mark it. So there's my first stitch for the next round. 1, 2 in the first stitch. Let's keep going. One, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. 7 and 8. 9 and 10. 11 and 12. Okay. We can go ahead and double count that if we want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I like to do is write down, we've done 2 rounds. Round 3, we should do 1 and 2 repeated around per stitch. So 1 in the first one, 2 stitches in the next. One and 2. I believe we should have 18 at the end of this round. We'll see what the count is. So there's 3, okay. So 1 in the next one, 2 in the next, 1 and 2, 1 in the next one, 2 in the next, 1 and 2, 1 in the next one, 2 in the next, 1 and 2, 1 in the next one, 2 in the next, see, my yarn's getting jumbled up here. So what do I got going on now? I can't even remember. So let's see. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Let me get rid of this. Oh boy. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, and then 1 in the next one, 2 in the next, 1 and 2. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So that's right. Now round 4, we want to do 1 stitch, then another stitch, and then 2 stitches. Okay, and that should increase by another 6, I believe, for a total of 24 stitches, I think we should have at the end of this round. Let's try it out. Okay, so 1, let's move our stitch marker up. Okay, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Some more yarn. Okay, so 1 and 1, and then 2 in the next. 1 and 2. Oops. Okay, and then we want to repeat that around, so another single, single, double, 1 and 2. Okay, and again, single, single, double, single, single, double, single, single, double, 1 and 2, single, single, double, and let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so that worked out. Round 5, we want to go 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. And I believe we should have 30 by the end of this round. That works out. Okay, round 5, here we go. Again, we're doing single, 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 2 in the next stitch. Let's move our stitch marker up. Okay, so single, 1, 2, 3, and a double. One, two, 3, and a double. One, 2, 3, and a double. So I'm gonna pull some yarn out. There's a double. Okay. One, 2, 3, and a double. One, 2, 3, and a double. Okay, we got 4 stitches left, so 1, 2, 3, and a double, so it's working out. 2, 3, a double. Okay, so let's count our stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 stitches is correct. Let's do another increase. We do round 6. We should have 36 at the end of this round. Okay. Okay, so we want to do 4 and then a double. So 1, and move our stitch marker first. 2, 3, 4, and a double. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double. One, 2, 3, 4, and a double. One, 2, 3, 4, and a double. One, 2, 3, 4, and a double. Okay, so here we are again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double. We have done it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a double. Now just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so this part is where you probably want to have your measurements, okay? And I'm going to link under the video in the description. I'll link to another website, the Crochet Crowd, where they have a page on sizing for hats, okay? This will allow you to pretty much make up any hat with any stitch you want using these types of rounds that you increase. Okay, and you want to measure your head. So my head around is 21¼ inch. Okay, from the top of my crown to my ears, about 6.5 inches. Okay, and this matches closest to the adult small size on their chart. Basically, the hat crown size, I want it to be 6.5 inches because that means when the hat's built up, it should fit my head rather well. So as you can see here, when I lay it out flat, it's about 6 inches. So I'm going to try going around one more round with an increase, and that should increase it to 6.5, 7 inches, which is exactly what the chart says on the Crochet Crowd, 6.5 to 7 inches for my size head. So if I get to 7 inches, which is more than likely what I'll get with the next round, with that much being added on either side, I imagine. It'll be roughly 7 inches before I'll stop increasing, and I will just build the hat up to the length that I want it to fit my head. So I'm going to pull this back over, and we're going to do around 7, and I'm going to do 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, 36 plus 6 should be 42 stitches around. Okay. Just going to pull some yarn out before we begin. And here we go. One, and I'll move my stitch marker right away. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. So yeah, if you're already at the size that fits your head at 36 stitches around, you just want to keep increasing 36 stitches around. You don't want to do another round of increase. This will be my last increase row, and then I will be building 42 stitches around, repeating until I have the hat the length that I want it to be, and that can be any length you want. If you want a slouchy hat, you can make it longer. If you want a more fitted hat, you can make it so that it fits your head better. We're going to keep this hat really simple. We're not going to do anything fancy at the end. For our last round will just be more than likely just a single crochet around just to finish the hat off and keep everything very simple. So let's continue. So 5 in a row and then a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double. I'm going to count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay, and now I'm going to measure. And there we go. As I said before, it would come out to be about 7, and it has. So that should be the perfect size for my head. And now I just need to follow the rounds around. Don't need to worry about counting really anymore. I mean, I can still count at the end of each round, and you probably should, just to make sure you have the right amount of stitches, and keep moving your stitch marker up each round. So now I'm just going to crochet around 42 stitches repeated, and I'm going to keep going until my hat is the correct length. Let's see what it is on here. Oh, I think our computer died. Oh, no, it woke up. Okay. So the hat height, okay, according to this chart, should be 8 to 8.5 inches high. I'll probably just go for 9 inches in height, but we'll see. I'll stop at 8 inches and try it on and see if that's how I like it or not. So I'm going to keep crocheting, and I'm not gonna show all that on video. So yeah, we'll be back to finish. Okay, so here's where I'm at. This is the inside of the hat. So the right side that will be facing out will be this side when it's finished. I am at roughly 8 inches in height now. And from this point on, I'm going to single crochet till I get to be about 9 inches, and I think that will be a perfect fitting hat for me. Okay, so let's start the single crochet rounds. And again, we're going to keep going in a spiral, so keep moving your stitch marker up. I always want to yarn over. My tripod doesn't want to hold up anymore. I've got it taped like crazy. I need a better setup. One day. Don't know how this works. She's really close right now. Sorry. So anyways, single crochet around. Again, I'll have 42 stitches, and I'll go around, I'm guessing, probably about 4 or 5 times. This will give me a little bit more definition of a brim. I really like brims on hats. So much that I like to make the brim first. Typically like to build from my hats from the bottom up instead of this way, but this is a great way to learn how to build hats. So you can basically size anybody's heads just from measurements and make them a hat that will fit. It's good to know. It's also good to know so you don't really need to worry about gauge. One thing that drives me nuts is trying to find gauge. Sometimes I find the perfect gauge and my hat still turns, or my item will still turn out too large or too small. Anybody can post a pattern. It doesn't mean that everybody's an expert at patterns, that's for sure. Learning to adjust on the fly is very handy. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rounds of single crochet. I went around 3 times. That gave me about that big of a brim. It doesn't look too much different from the other stitch. I didn't feel I needed any more, and when I put it on it felt really good. It felt kind of a little bit slouchy at the top, which is nice. And now I just need to finish everything off, and the hat will be done. And then you can add a pom-pom or not, it's up to you. If I can get this stand to hold, we'll finish it off. Okay. We're just going to go into the first stitch. We're going to slip stitch, and then we're going to go through one more time. Cut off my yarn, pull it through, get rid of this stitch marker, and tighten up our... That's done. Bring in my stuff here. I'm going to use this big one here because I have a bulky yarn. Now I weave through about 3 times. I try my best to make it as neat as possible. Go into the legs of these stitches here. And then over, back through. Sorry for any black hairs, those are compliments of my dog. Okay, so that's twice, and one more time back through. Very gently. Okay. Gonna stretch it out. And what I like to do is come in here, just pinch it a little bit, and snip it. And it should hide very nicely. Okay? Of course, I'll usually try and make that the back of the hat when I put it on, if I feel it, if I even care. And now, for the top part, I just need to pull it back inside out again. Get this again. And I got fuzzies and hairs and everything. You can tell my yarn's been through around my house a million times. Okay. Pull this nice and tight. I want to make a nice knot here. Pull it tight. I'm going to try and weave my yarn through around the circle. Now once this is done and flipped inside out, this hat can be worn. You don't need to put a pom-pom on it. Just depends if you like the look of a pom-pom or not. I love pom-poms. Anything I make that I can add a pom-pom or fringe to, I absolutely love. Okay, I'm going to knot it one more time. If I can. It's not working out for me. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to snip it. And there you have it. Beautiful. Okay, so not the most ideal thing. I had to go back to my small tripod here. As you can see, it's little legs on the table. If you have these pom-pom makers, they're the greatest thing ever. If you don't, buy them. If you don't have them and you need to make a pom-pom, there are lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to use cardboard to make a pom-pom, and they work great too. I used to use that before I bought these, but once I realized I liked making pom-poms, I was just gonna buy the makers. So what you do is you just wrap around a million times and fill this right up. See how much I filled that? You want your pom-poms to be really fluffy and full, you have to put in the yarn to get the results. What I usually do is I just wrap them around this to help me guide my yarn a bit here. Okay. And then we just wrap the other side, just like we did the first side. Just keep filling until it's full. Okay, full. Close it up. Again, I just kind of, whatever. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to snip down in between these here. One side done. Just cut this yarn off. This is so satisfying. All right. Take a piece of yarn and let's see, let's get my tape measure out here, just to, I'd say about 24 inches twice. That's about the amount I would use. Just gonna cut it here. Cut it here. So we've got 2 strands. Now what you want to do is stick it down, and you want to tie it tight in the center. So you want to get that squeezed in there, right into the center. And you want to pull these tight right down in there. Pull the hell out of it. And what I do is I usually flip it back over this way. Try and tie it tight again. The opposite side. Tie the hell out of it. Some people have trouble with their pom-poms. I've never ever had a problem. So yeah, just keep wrapping it around until you feel comfortable. I do it a few times. This looks like it's the last time I'll need to do it. That's it. I'll keep my strings here. Now I'll open it up very carefully. Hopefully it doesn't make a liar out of me. Okay. I'm just gonna pull it apart. See how my stuff's attached here. Just chop it. That part's off. That part's off. Okay. So here's my 4 strings still. What I want to do, just kind of fluff it and give her a haircut. So you'll have like a little tiny piece sticking out here. Got a strand here. Not a bad looking pom-pom. Okay. Feels nice and tight. Now what I want to do the outside of my hat. I want to tie it on in the inside. So I'm going to try and get it into, let me see, I can't see it on the camera here. So here's the top center of my hat. I want to try and put a strand here, 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 and here, right? Like north, you know, north, south, east, and west, or whatever. And then tie them very well on the inside. Sometimes all you need is a crochet hook. Oops. Where's my center? There it is. So I want to get a strand in here, about here. Just use the hook to help me. I've got one in there. There's my center. So I want to get like one over in here. Maybe I don't need a crochet hook after all. I can probably just grab it with my finger. I got it. So now I got two inside. I'm going to secure these real quick with a knot. Alright. And now we want to get these other two strings also on the inside of the hat. We want them on opposite sides of what we have already. I'm going to try and thread it through here and pull this one around to the other side. Thread it down here. Just kind of gotta guess. I guess I could look on the inside. It feels like it's right. Yeah. Not too terrible. I'm happy with that, so I'll tie it up. Nice and tight. And now I just start tying them together. I just want to tie the heck out of them. Just tie as many times as you feel comfortable. Once you're happy that it's good and secure, feels nice and secure to me, you just want to snip these off. They don't need to be weaved in. Doesn't matter if they dangle a little bit on the inside. It does not bother me. You don't feel it, you don't see it, so I don't care. And that's it. I like it. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you can make a hat that fits your head perfectly. Goodbye. Don't mind my face, I burnt my face. It's going away though. There's a hat. Well done.